Hello students, in this video we are going to study civics chapter 2, the last topic, decentralization in India. This is part 4 of this series of the chapter federalism. So let's begin. Decentralization. What is the meaning of decentralization? When power is taken away from central and state governments and given to local governments, it is called decentralization. The distribution of power among different levels of government. In simple words, distribution of power among different level of government. Panchayats in villages and municipalities in urban areas were set up in all the states. So keeping this thing in mind, panchayats in villages and municipalities in urban areas were set up in all the states. A major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. That is very important line. A major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. The constitution was amended. There was an amendment to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. What is the third tier? The local government. Now, it is constitutionally mandatory to hold regular elections to local government bodies. It is constitutionally mandatory, compulsory to hold regular elections for local government bodies. That is also known as Panchayati Raj. Seats are reserved in the elected bodies, and the executive heads of these institutions for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. So these are reserved. Executive heads are reserved, especially from scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, SC, ST, and OBC. At least 1/3 of all positions are reserved for women, and this is the only place where women have 1/3 reservation. Nowhere else. An independent institution called the State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct panchayat and municipal elections. So we have State Election Commission in each state. The duty of that State Election Commission is to conduct panchayat and municipal elections. The state governments are required to share some powers and revenue with local government bodies. So it is compulsory for them to share some revenue to those local bodies. The nature of sharing varies. Nature of sharing, their revenue, their power varies from state to state. It is not similar to each and every state. Rural local government is popularly known by the name Panchayati Raj. Rural local government is popularly known by the name Panchayati Raj. Each village or group of a village in some states has a Gram Panchayat. So what is a Gram Panchayat? Village or a group of village has a Gram Panchayat. This is a council consisting of several ward members. And what is this Gram Panchayat? This Gram Panchayat is a council consisting of several ward members. There are several ward members, often called Panch. And what are these persons called? Panch. And a president or Sarpanch. And they have a president or Sarpanch. The head of them is Sarpanch. They are directly elected by all the adult population living in that ward or village. And those representatives, Sarpanch and Panch, are elected by all the adult population living in that ward or village. It is a decision-making body for the entire village. The Panchayat works under the overall supervision of the Gram Sabha. So after that, there is Gram Sabha. The Panchayat works under the supervision of the Gram Sabha. All the voters in village are its members. So all the voters of village are the members of Gram Sabha. It has to meet at least twice or thrice in a year to approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat. And it is compulsory for them to hold a meeting twice or thrice a year, either 2 times, at least 2 times or 3 times in a year, to approve the annual budget. What would be the annual budget of that Gram Panchayat, and to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat, and to have a discussion on what is going on in the village or Gram Panchayat. Government structure goes right up to the district level. A few Gram Panchayats are grouped together to form what is usually called a Panchayat Samiti or block or Mandal. A few gram panchayats are grouped together to form what is usually called a panchayat samiti or block or mandal. The members of this representative body are elected by all the panchayat members in that area. So the members of panchayat samiti are elected by all the panchayat members in that area. All the panchayat samitis or mandals in a district together constitute the jila. So all these panchayat samitis constitute the jila, that is known as district jila parishad. Most members of the jila parishad are elected. So most of the members of jila parishad are elected members. Members of the Lok Sabha and MLAs of that district and some other officials of other district level bodies are also its members. So who other are the member as well? Members of the Lok Sabha and MLAs, member of legislative assembly of that district, and some other officials of other district level bodies are also its member. Jila Parishad chairperson is the political head of the Jila Parishad. So who others are the member of Jila Parishad? Members of the Lok Sabha and MLAs of that districts along with some other officials of other district level bodies. Now the last topic in this lesson, municipalities and municipal corporations. Local government bodies exist for urban areas as well, as you have seen. In rural areas, Gram Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, and then at district level, Jila Parishad. So in the same way, in cities as well, there exist such government bodies, local government bodies. Municipalities are set up in towns. Where these municipalities are set up in towns. Big cities are constituted into municipal corporations. So those cities which are big are constituted into municipal corporation. Both municipalities and municipal corporations are controlled by elected bodies consisting of people's representative. So who will govern these municipalities and municipal corporations? Representative elected by people. Municipal chairperson is the political head of municipality. Municipal chairperson is the political head of the municipality. In a municipal corporation, such an officer is called the mayor. So municipal chairperson is the political head of the municipality, while in a municipal corporation, such an officer is called the mayor. That's all in this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.